For you, man, like it's been a pretty crazy year for the team. Obviously, the new Weekend album's out. Your album is out. What's the camaraderie like? You know, you were at the Cardi show. Cardi's on your shit. What's the camaraderie like with the XO team as a whole? Because I feel like you guys have always kind of moved together. You know, even if you weren't in cycle. You know what I mean?
I mean, shit. It's just about like, you know, everybody being team players. You know, knowing their roles, and it's like a family. You know what I'm saying? Like the biggest dude will pick up garbage off the floor.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's like everybody's humble and grounded from similar backgrounds, so that's easy. Now with Cardi, it's just we've been cool with him from like way back, you know.
No,
I went
for
to like
sure.
one of his first shows in LA one time. I got canceled or some shit.
The show got canceled, or you got canceled?
It got canceled.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Cardi's I mean, you saw the show. It was wild.
Yeah.
So much fire.
But the one that we're talking about was like some like basement blaze. I forgot what.
Some like underground shit.
Yeah, like that's how long we know each other for.
Yeah, the Cardi live experience was interesting. I was standing right there, and we're just like, there's that dude with the long hair, the white dude.
Oh man, what's his name? Damn, can't remember his name.
Something
the one who jumped in
Barry?
the crowd. Yeah, exactly. Burberry.
Whatever his name is. That dude on stage, we were like, yo, is he good? It looked like he was having like an out of body experience. Like his spirit was being torn into the sky, like live on stage.
Yeah.
And then there's the bald white dude, like running. It was just, it was wild.
Did you see when he jumped in the crowd though?
And he missed.
Miss, man. These kids, all they do is they're holding their phones up. They're not ready for you to jump. You gotta be like.
He also hit the front of the gate. To be fair, I think he misjudged the jump.
He made it over. I think he just hit the floor.
Yeah. No, that's the other thing. I mean, back in the day, you used to be able to crowd surf confidently. Not anymore.
Smartphones, man.
You get dropped. I can't imagine. You weren't crowd surfing back in the day? Nah, we was crowd surfing.
No.
Yeah, crowd surfing, mosh pitting.
Nah, I didn't really go to shows like that when I was younger.
What was your first concert?
I feel like Nas.
Nas.
Yeah.
That's a good first show.
Yeah.
Did he forget a lot of his lyrics?
No.
He's got this thing where he like forgets like half of one mic every time he performs it.
No way.
Yeah.
Shit happens though. It happens to me too.
Nas is my favorite rapper of all time. We got Illmatic. Illmatic
Same
right
here.
here.
My favorite too.
Yeah, I mean, he's the GOAT.
Yeah, that's what
But I've seen him like 30 times, and every time, for whatever reason, he could just never remember the one mic lyrics.
That's crazy.
It is an interesting song because there's so much like, you know. But yeah, shout out to Nas. What's your favorite Nas album?
Oh man, that's tough. Like, I Am Stillmatic. One of those. Hard choice though, but Stillmatic.
Stillmatic. I think Stillmatic.
And that's like when I grew up. Like I grew up, and the first Nas album I heard was Stillmatic.
Right.
I had to go backwards.
You had to go kind of dig to
I
find
went and bought
Illmatic.
Nostradamus and I Am as a double set.
Yeah.
And it was cheap and shit because it's already been out for so long.
Of course.
Got that, and then I started getting hip. Then I went all the way back to Illmatic, Life's a Bitch, and those songs, you know.
Yeah, no, Stillmatic I feel like is the one that can like, it's either Illmatic or Stillmatic.
Yeah, and then like I Give You Power or whatever album that's on.
Oh, of course. That was
What About
on.
a Gun,
that was on.
Gun?
That was on his second album.
Yeah, like the penmanship is unbelievable.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Affirmative Action, incredible.
Fire.
Here, he said, "Push your mic
My
closer."
bad.
No, you're good. You're good. Shout out to Nas. I don't think a lot of people would think that. Like, I feel like people would be surprised, like, "Yo, that you're a Nas head."
Nah, for real. Like,
Yeah.
his shit was like, you know, he's telling stories.
Break down the name of the album. On my way to Rexdale. What is Rexdale? Where you're from, or
Yeah, that's where I'm from. My
that's
neighborhood.
your area.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like in Rexdale?
It's whatever you want it to be. It's like you want to be smart and go to school and then go to college, you could do that. You want to be in trouble in the streets, you could be doing that. You want to be like anything you want to be, you could be that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But some areas are a little bit more disadvantaged where you're like, you don't really have as much as a choice, but you still got a choice.
When I feel like, were your parents like behind you doing music? Or was it something you had to kind of convince them to do?
My mom just wanted me to do anything.
She's like, anything but just some bullshit.
Do something.
Yeah.
You know? It took me an extra year to get out of high school. I was like a failure in high school, you know?
Really?
Embarrassing thing, yeah.
So you were held back?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to finish up. And then when I finished up, it was like, what do I want to do? And there was a studio school, and I told my parents, like, I want to go to the studio school. Learning is far away, like on the bus, an hour and a half away every day. And it costed quite a bit. So I just told my parents, like, put me down for it, and I'll figure it out later, a money thing, you know?
So, like, when you would go there, you'd learn, like, Pro Tools and shit? And
Pro Tools, class, SSL.
Yeah.
All that shit, yeah.
Damn, so you were able to, like, you could track, you could engineer, you could do everything.
Yeah, so that's what I did. I did that for a while. I made beats and I tracked people until I became myself.
In 2025, how are you making beats? Is it still FL Studio? Is it Ableton? Is it...
Logic for melodies, because the quantize just works right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And FL for drums. And now my friends are convincing me to move on to Ableton.
People love Ableton. Like, if you find somebody who loves Ableton, they will sell, like, it's like finding a Mormon or something.
Yep.
They swear by it, you know?
Yep. So I'm about to have 3 programs under my belt soon. And I know how to use Pro Tools as well.
Yeah, no, Ableton's a vibe. Talk to me about, for you, how much are you focused on, like, do you even care to produce outside of your own shit? Like, are you sending beat packs out? Is that something that you're still like?
Up till now, I haven't really been a beat pack sender kind of person. Like, if I collabed on the beat, it ended up getting placed. Like, for example, like I collabed on the beat and it went for back to back. I collabed on the beat and it went on like Kodak Black's album with Ben Billions, but he had the beat. You know, he's doing that. From just me, from my email or from my phone, I'm gonna start now because I just recently set up a studio in my living room. So I had a full blown studio in one of my rooms in my house. But I don't like being trapped away in the room, so I like being in the living room. So I've moved everything to the living room.
So your living room is the studio now?
I got 2 setups. A real studio and then like a cool studio, like Yamaha's with a subwoofer.
Yeah.
And a MIDI keyboard and my laptop. And I've been making beats there. I've been making beats more often, so I might start sending the ones that I don't want to use out.
Well, now you got your album out, so now it's like, okay, I got all this shit. You're probably sitting on hella shit. Like, how many? You probably got a lot of stuff that didn't make the album, too.
A lot of songs, a lot of beats.
Deluxe coming?
I want to put the deluxe out, the one that we sold on my site.
Yeah. Are you... when I always am wondering when you, because I think this happened every time there's like a big song like back to back. You didn't really know that was going to end up being what it was going to be.
Absolutely not.
I feel like that happens all the time. Like, I think with the Ether beat, the same shit happened with Ron Browse.
Oh, really?
Was there like was there any? What was the gift and the curse of that situation? Because you end up with Meek Mill on tap, years later.
Yeah, to be honest, it was a tricky situation because at first I wasn't really getting credited like that because of whoever I made the beat with didn't want to, I don't know. And then as later on, I ended up clearing that up and getting the credit publicly. But I was already popping as an artist before everybody knew that I produced back to back. And the way I got popping as an artist was, Meek Mill really discovered my music and was like showing it to certain people like Cash and this and that, and he was really like going through that whole thing at the same time, not knowing that I produced it, and I didn't know it was going for that song either. It's not like I knew it was going for that, and it was just kind of awkward. Like I remember like going around the first time and being like, damn, I wonder if he knows, like, you know what I mean, if Cuz knows, because I really fuck with him, what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that was interesting situation.
And then you guys ended up doing, Tap's one of my favorite songs.
Right. So. One of my biggest records, which is like, it's dope.
Yo, talk to me about because I feel like you kind of been adopted by LA a bit here. I think I remember seeing you when Nip did his grand opening at the Marathon store in like 2017.
Yeah, we was there.
You were out there. What was your relationship like with Nip when he was here, man?
Damn, Slow and Bucks,
Yeah.
That's one of their closest friends.
Shout out to Queens.
Yeah, exactly. He spent a lot of time in Queens.